content on this channel is not made for kids and intended for adult action figure collectors.
ShartimusPrime, reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit, subscribe.
Wait, I can just hear him. Goldar! Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Throwback Thursday action figure review on two figures. We are looking at the Marvel Legends series 12-inch Captain America and Iron Man. Trying to get your Marvel figures, you can do so at big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below. And happy Thanksgiving, you guys. This video is dedicated to you viewers. This has been the most requested Throwback Thursday review that I've seen from you guys, or one of the most requested. So hey, figured we'll talk about these figures today. I'm just showing you images right over here of the packaging, and it's just, you know, one picture per each figure. So not a whole lot to get into, even though I do like that they have that hologram foil going on with the packaging. I'm very sad that this line is discontinued to have all the figures from it. But anyway, so let's get to it and pretend to crack these things open. And here's Cap and Iron Man out of the packaging. Well, they've been out of the packaging for like 3 years now. Wow, I can't believe it's been 3 years since these came out. And they have stood the test of time. I still think these are great pieces. I've only not reviewed them just because I've had other stuff come in, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm happy to review these. I really like them a lot. I like the accessories. So let's get a closer look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at these figures. So here are not all the accessories for these figures, and surprisingly, Iron Man comes with a lot less than Captain America. What I'm not showing here is that each figure comes with 2 head sculpts. Now we get these great repulsor effects on the back of these hands. I really like that glowing blue with the white, and he does come with 2 of these, and you can see that he has the fisted hands right there as well. These do shift around. I'll get into that articulation more and more. You can see some marbling right there. We get these awesome effects parts right here, which is the first time we've ever seen these, but we've seen them a lot more recently with the 6-inch Marvel Legends, so they basically just reused these, and they look fantastic with the translucent blue. I like that. You can go ahead and port these right into the repulsor hands right over there. You could also plug these into the bottom of the figure, but a little weird thing going on right here is that you have these jet boosters, which you cannot plug them into, so you can plug them into the bottom of the feet if you'd like, but yeah, it's kind of redundant having it here and here right there. I don't know, it's a little bit weird. Then Captain America gets his helmet right there. Nice clean paint apps. I like how the brown looks right there. The gray looks really good. Nice clean white deco on this. Really happy with it. And then you get 2 sets of hands. You get the fisted hands right there. Nice looking gloves. And then you get the shield holding hands, which look fantastic. I really love that grip on there. The knuckles look great and everything. And then you have the shield, which is so awesome. It's a pretty large shield, I will say that. You know, it is a really big shield, but man, I really like the silver paint that we're seeing right here. Looks inspired from the MCU version right there. And this is supposed to be more like a comic figure. And a little bit of the marbling happening in the plastic, but for the most part, I do like that little metallic fleck thing that you can see right there. And then the way these straps work is really cool. You can go ahead and take them off if you'd like, so that makes things just really easy to work with. And you can also take them off and plug in the star that comes from the back of the figure. So this just comes out of that right over here, just to demonstrate. In case you haven't seen it already, you just push on the front of the figure, and then that star pops out like a little star dookie. God damn it, now I've lost it, but there it is. Okay, so what you want to do is go ahead and port this into the shield like that, and then you can just take the star and plug the other end of it into the back of Captain America like so, and it stays in there okay. That's not too bad at all, so I'm really happy with that. Now looking at the maskless head sculpts, I really like them both. I think they both came out really good. I like how they have very different flesh tones right here. Cap definitely has more of a pinkish hue in his skin tone, which it doesn't look bad at all, you know, so it's not a bad looking Cap. I like how he has a cleft chin right over there, so that's pretty cool. Eyes came out looking very clean. I like that. There's a little bit of a shimmer to him, so that's really neat. I like how the paint looks for the hair. Nice detail in that. Nice sculpting as well. So yeah, man, good looking head sculpt. Can't really complain about that. Looks really good to me. And then looking at the Tony Stark head sculpt, this looks good as well. I like the facial hair right there. I do feel like the plastic is a little bit more on the shiny side. I don't know, I like it when the flesh is a little bit more matte, like how we see on the Captain America. You know, you can see how the Iron Man or the Tony Stark is just reflecting light a little bit more so than Cap, right? It's just a very subtle thing, but yeah, when it gets, we get all these little hot spots on there, it can be irritating, but I do think we get some great detailed sculpt right there. I do like that we have like this light gray color mixed in with the black. I think that's really neat, so that makes me very happy. It's got like a bluish hue to it also, so yeah, very good looking. I really like this masked head sculpt quite a bit, man. Really nice, mean looking Captain America. I like the deco right there on the helmet as well. Great looking helmet. I like the chin strap. You even get these little bolts right over here holding things together. That is very cool. Nice deco. Nice design right over here. Really dig it, man. So yeah, very pleased with this Captain America head sculpt. And the rest of the figure looks awesome as well. It seems like it's inspired by the Marvel Now Captain America, if it's not a direct interpretation of it. And I love all the different textures that we're getting throughout on the sculpt of this figure, man. We also get an awesome variety of colors too. Just looks great from head to toe. You get this realistic soldier take on this Captain America. And speaking of toes, he does have peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Now for Cap's articulation, you can move his head up very far, which is great. I love that. And you can get the head to move down very far without popping it off, yeah, like that. You get side-to-side motion, not much head tilting at all, and you don't get butterfly joints, but you do get these shifting elbow or shoulder pads right over here, so these shift up and down, which is really good, and you can get the shoulder moving outward pretty far as well. It's really cold in the garage, so you want to move this down and then move the shoulder pad up, or the shoulder joint upwards like that. So I wish you could move outward more so, but still pretty cool that we get those shifting shoulder pads. You can rotate a full 360 right there. You get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. It's tricky to move both of those joints, but you can see it does hit that 90-degree mark. And then all the wrists turn side to side and hinge up and down. Oop, just took the star off. You do get this weird springing kind of diaphragm joint right here, but yeah, so I wish it could stay in a position. It doesn't really have much diaphragm pivot, and it will move forward at the diaphragm and back. You also get a waist crunch, and it moves back there as well. I really like that. No waist swivel though. Hips move outward that far. He will kick forward and not back. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees, boot rotation, ankles move down, and then they do move up, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. Now I really like this helmet sculpt, and it has some great paint on it. My only gripe about this helmet sculpt is that it just looks a little on the big side, but just by a tiny bit. I really like the blue trim right over there around the white, and I really like how the black looks for the mouth portion of the helmet. Really nice helmet sculpt, man. I really like those lines. Nice bright gold paint. Looks very clean. So I'm very impressed with this helmet. I do dig it a lot. And the rest of the figure looks really good. I do like the sculpt of this. It's just that the plastic choice is just too thin. It's semi-translucent, so you can see through certain parts of the figure, and that really does bother me. We do get some great solid gold paint, though. I really like how the gold looks on this, and that arc reactor looks fantastic. I just wish they added a little bit of blue to go along with the little mini arc reactors that you see throughout on the figure, which looks really good with the white and the blue. And then I do like the silver on the arms and the legs look like they do have a little bit more of a solid red plastic to them as opposed to the majority of the rest of the figure, so I wish we'd gotten more of that. And then the boots do look great. I like the details on there, and it does have peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So I do like the articulation on this Iron Man figure. His head looks up very far. That's great for flying poses. Happy with that. And he can move his head downward. Does shift forward and back like a pile driver. You get side-to-side motion and a little bit of head tilting. I like how the shoulder pads move up and down a bit, and you can get the shoulders moving outward more so than Cap. You can move them down, rotate a full 360. You also get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and then you also get this little flap right over here on the top of all four of the hands, which is great, and you can turn them side to side and they hinge up and down. You get a diaphragm joint right here that does stay into position, so that's very neat. You do get good diaphragm pivot right there. He crunches forward at the diaphragm and back. He also has a waist crunch forward and back. You do get hips that move outward that far, and he will kick forward only that much and back a little bit, upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees, and then the ankles move down, they move up, and you can move these ankles side to side, and you do get beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out these two 12-inch scale figures, you could see that Iron Man is standing about 13 inches or a little under 13 inches tall. Cap is just a little bit shorter, just about 12.5 inches tall. And one thing I didn't mention earlier is that I feel like the arms did come out a little short on these figures. You know, I feel like the arms should be just a tad bit longer. I don't know, especially on the Cap anyway. And then here's Cap and Iron Man next to the Marvel Legends series 12-inch scale scale Hulk and Thor. And I really liked this line a lot, man. Seeing these four together just looks fantastic. Bobby Valla, the lead designer of this line, who's also working on Action Force, so check that out. The Kickstarter link is in the description below. He said that there's going to be a Captain Marvel and a Thanos, but, you know, of course, those are not coming. But yeah, it would have been really cool to see those come into this 12-inch line. Then here's a 12-inch Iron Man and Cap next to the 6-inch Captain America and Iron Man right here. I'm calling these my Marvel Now figures, even though this is a movie figure repainted right there. But you could definitely see a lot more similarities between the Captain America figures right here. And then here's Cap and Iron Man next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man and no stop motion. It's basically because my Apple account is locked because I canceled my Funimation subscription, but they kept it going anyway. So I'm contesting that, and then because of that, Apple froze my account, which doesn't let me get the app that I need to do the stop motion. Oh, goodness. Damn you, Funimation, you shitheads! So I really like these figures a lot, obviously. I mean, I have all the little accessories and everything. I've kept them in really good condition. I've had them on display. I actually just recently took them down from the shelf. I have to find another place for them. I've gotten too many Transformers that, you know, I gotta put my big old Transformers up there. But anyway, I really like these figures. If you haven't picked them up, I highly recommend that you get them. I don't know how much they're costing right now, but at the time I picked these up, they're about $40 each, which I thought was an awesome deal. So at that price point, I'm giving these figures a sub rating of I love it! And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you like this video, hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell if you have not already. And a big thank you to all these people that support this YouTube channel over on Patreon. I just announced a whole bunch of winners over there for the giveaways. If you're interested in the December giveaways, please go ahead and support this channel and sign up. You get a chance to win, so link in the description below for that. If you want to see the latest in Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com, and don't forget to follow me on the Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, and I'll catch you guys later. Molten Man giveaway next month. Stay tuned. Peace!
I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face, I said,